Good morning, class. So for today, before anything else, please all stand for a prayer. And please, Miss Tero, lead the prayer. Okay. Okay, please take your seat. So, yesterday, I remembered that I have given you a task, which is a poem for you to read. A poem entitled I Am an African Child by Edo McGregor. Am I right? Did I give you that? Okay, yes. So, now, I assume that you already know the story, the theme, and the character of that poem. So, before that, I have to um, elaborate the lesson objectives for today. So, at the end of the lesson, you students will be able to read and understand the poem, I Am an African Child. Then, at the end of the lesson, you can be able to use the appropriate connectors in making sentences. So I hope we can achieve these objectives. So here, first thing, I have a question for you. And I need someone to say their insights about these questions. So here, have you ever been ashamed about the color of your skin? Or are you proud of being a Filipino? So this is in connection of the poem that I have given you. So anyone can raise their insights about these questions. Okay, thank you so much. Please take your seat. So, we should not, based of what you have answered, it is correct that we should not be ashamed of what color we have, of what race are we, of what nationality are we, of where country did we came from. So we should be proud of what we are, to make ourselves because if you are proud of yourself without any insecurities with the other races, with the other tradition they have, the color they have, because if we are proud of what we are, we can achieve our goals very easily without the help of others. We can be with our own. Okay? So please, we should not, and also we should not discriminate others. Let them be. We should accept ourselves, within ourselves personally. Okay, so moving on, I have here a statement, and I am going to read this for you, and I want you to listen very carefully, because later on, after I read this statement, I will be questioning you what have you noticed of how I read this statement, how I read the words. So please please listen. Okay, so I am now reading it. The author of the poem African Child would like the world to know that Africans are just like any other races, and people should stop stereotyping them as the poor and the lower class, of their skin color. In the early years, there are lots of people in Africa who suffered from hunger and poverty, and most of them relied on the other people's charity works in order to have something to eat and a shelter and to be able to attend school. But this poem says that those years are gone because Africans can live their lives with the use of their own excellent skills and capabilities. So the poem also conveys the message that Africans have greater things to offer and they can exceed their expectations. And the poem is an eye-opener for everyone that Africans should never be pitied or discriminated because of their race, because they are also like us who can make a difference and win in life. So that ends the statement. So now, what have you noticed of how I presented or how I read the statement, how I deliver, how I convey the words? And as you can see, there are words that have been bold in this statement. So anyone can raise your answers. What have you noticed? Okay, that's it. You got it. So for today, we are going to tackle about the connectors. So here we go. The connectors is a general term for a word that joins a word, phrase, or clause to another clause. But in traditional grammar, it is called conjunctions. Are you familiar with it? Alright, because this has been taught all the years because this has been taught all the years in the elementary and now. So, moving on, connectors takes forms as a coordinator. It is the word and, but, or. And it is also a subordinator, like the word that, whether, if, to, or for. And it is also a preposition, like the word because, though, before, after, since, when, if, unless, as, and then, and many other. This is the most commonly used in the sentences. So I guess you all have understand the meaning and the types of the connectors. Did you? Okay, very good. Thanks for that. So here I have here an example, and I want you to locate what is the connector that has been used in each sentences that I will be giving to you. So the first example goes like this: we walked and we talked. So from that sentence, what do you think is the connector being used? Anyone? Okay? Yes, that's correct. The word and is the connector. So because of that, the phrase we walked walk and the phrase we talk is being connected because of the word and. So it is now formed into a perfect sentence. Alright? So the word and is a coordinator. It coordinates the phrase and the other phrases. So that's why it becomes a perfect sentence. So second example, we think that walking is a good exercise. So any other hand? Yes, the word that is the word that is the connector, and it subordinates the phrase we think and the phrase walking is a good exercise. So it becomes a whole perfect sentence, which is we think that walking is a good exercise. So I guess that's understandable. So third and last example is we walk because we like the exercise. So, anyone? Okay, so the word because is the connector being used in this sentence. So because of that, the phrase we walk and the phrase we like the exercise had being connected and makes the whole perfect sentence like the other examples above. So this goes this way. We walk because we like the exercise. So after presenting to you the meaning, the types, and the examples of connectors, so after presented the meaning of the connectors, the types, and the examples of this, do you have any clarifications and violent reactions regarding the topic? You don't have? Okay, thank you so much. So I guess you have fully understood the lesson. Okay, so I guess you are ready for a quiz. So, on 4 sheet of paper, you have to answer these sentences, like we did the examples that I have showed to you earlier. And I will collect your papers after 10 minutes. So please answer this honestly. Okay? So you may now start. Okay, time's up. Please pass your papers in my table, and please do copy your assignment for tomorrow. Please answer this honestly, okay? This is just very simple. So that ends our session for today. Okay, see you around the campus and thank you for listening. Goodbye, class.